We do have some breaking news. There are satellite images, and what they appear to show is rapid construction at several suspected silo fields in China that could eventually launch nuclear weapons. All of this as the country is also significantly bolstering its military capabilities.
CNN has learned that the U.S. is developing contingency plans for possible Russian escalation in its war in Ukraine, including the potential use of tactical nuclear weapons.
The prospect of nuclear conflict, once unthinkable, is now back within the realm of possibility.
U.S. Coast Guard spots Chinese guided missile cruiser and Russian naval ships off the Alaskan coast. A patrol boat found 86 miles off the coast of Alaska. 3 Chinese naval ships, including a guided missile cruiser, as well as 4 Russian naval vessels, including a destroyer, spotted in a single battle formation.
I think that Russia and China are working on things behind the scenes, and our leaders are so behind the ball, and our media is so behind that they don't see what's going on.
Instead of calming tensions, in fact, they seem to be deliberately provoking Russia.
Breaking, Zelensky says NATO must, quote, launch preemptive strikes on Russia.
They all believe that defending Ukraine is worth risking Armageddon.
It means the end of the world.
Yeah. Is that what you want? Is this what you want? Not everybody got a gas mask like me and my family. Is this what you want? It's a simple question. I got like 10 of these. This is not just one. I got 10 of these for my family. Do you have one? Matter of fact, I'd rather just get burnt to a crisp. Just get burnt to a crisp because you still got to worry about fallout, right? You see those beautiful children playing, don't even know what's going on. Don't even know what's going on. In a blink of an eye, we could be wiped off the face of this planet. Because of poor decisions, because of the New World Order, because of the Great Reset, the Build Back Better, the Klaus Schwab, the WEF, Yuval Harari. Is this what you want? Did you call your politician? Can you just imagine you being home or you at work? Your kids in school. Your wife at home or at the grocery store. And you hear the sirens going on. Then what? You can't get to your children. You can't get to your wife. You can't get to your girlfriend. Hell, you can't even get to your mistress. Think about that. Because of poor decisions that you've made. Now we got a madman in the White House giving billions of dollars to a foreign country that has nothing to do with the United States. You know what? Let me take this off. Now you can hear me better. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Guerrilla Project. We can call it the Guerrilla Project. We can call it the Guerrilla, podcast. We can call it all. Whatever you want to call it. How about that? Perilous times we're living in, folks. Perilous times. 10 minutes to midnight, if that's how the saying goes. Kind of remind you of the movie The Watchmen. The Cold War, I guess. But this is worse than the Cold War because you just don't know when it's going to pop off. Once again, Zelensky refused to have peace talks with Russia. Joe Biden is screaming Armageddon. You just keep pushing the bell, man. And I'm not saying that Russia is, an angel. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Vladimir Putin is a saint. But they don't got nothing to do with us. Do you get it? You get what I'm saying? They got nothing to do with the United States. They got nothing to do with us. Okay? Leave that over there. Let them handle it. That's a Slavic war. They've been doing that for damn near 100 years. Let them figure it out. Let them do what they got to do. Putin was winning. But our dumbasses, not us, but them, our government, and NATO, sending weapons, high-tech weapons over there, and training the Ukrainians. And for the last month, the Russians been getting their asses handed to them. And I don't know if you know anything about the Russian doctrine and the treaty they got. If they get their butts whipped to the point where that they going to lose everything, they go nuclear. And they got some very high-tech nuclear weapons. They was focused on nuclear weapons while we was focused on other kind of high-tech weapons. They was focused on nuclear, thermobaric, hydrogen bombs and stuff. There's no winners in this war, especially if we get involved. There's no winners in this. We screwed. And once again, man, I try to tell my Democratic friends that, no, man, that don't even put your name or mark for Pedo Joe. I'm telling you, we're going to be at war. Gas prices going to go up. Energy, food, they laughed at me. They laughed at me. Look where we at now. Huh? What? I can't hear you. What? Now we might just be wiped off the face of the planet. Now, I know some of you tough guys out there and tough people going to be like, well, shoot, man, I'm ready. I ain't scared to die. Or some be like, well, it's in Revelations. It's in the Bible. The Revelations say we all going to burn. Or you got the other people, Bible pushers, that sit there and say, oh, we're going to be in the rapture. We're going to be in the rapture. We're going to be taken away. Okay. Did the Jews feel that way too when they went to the gas chamber? Huh? What happened to the Jews? So when they was going to the gas chamber, they thought they were going to get raptured out of there, huh? Huh? No. Not at all. God helped those who help themselves. You just can't sit around and think God's just going to make moves. You got to make moves too. You got to resist evil. The demonic, satanic cult is pushing forward, and they pushing hard. You got to resist it. You got to understand the difference between right is right and wrong is wrong. You got to know, like, hey, nah, And I'm being direct with you guys. You got to leave the Democratic Party. I'm telling you now. And as far as the Republicans are concerned, I can't stand them damn rhinos, Mitch McConnell's. You know who they is. Can't stand them. Oh, yeah, John McCain ain't here no more, in case y'all didn't know that. So we had to worry about John McCain. Sorry. I can name them all. Call Raphael Warnock office again. Told him to go tell his boss, Sleepy Joe, to have peace talks. I called John Ossoff office. Hey, peace talks. Peace talks. Call your congressmen, your senators, your state representatives, whoever you need to call. Call the White House tomorrow, guys, and say, hey, look, you need to have peace talks. We don't want to be involved in this. Stop sending money. We need that money here. We got the border we got to take care of. Thousands, I'm talking about thousands of immigrants is crossing the border every day. And guess what? They getting food stamps. Ladies, I'm sorry to tell you that. Yeah, I know y'all pissed. Ladies, they getting food stamps. They get Section 8 while y'all still on the list waiting. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah. The Democrat Party pushing all that. Well, guess what? You still on the list, still waiting. Waiting to get Section 8 for you and your babies. So I need you to think about that. Walk away, man. Walk away from the Democratic Party. You got Elon Musk coming out. What's that? Okay, cool. You got it up? Okay, sorry about that. I was talking to my my technician. He told me to put my headpiece on. So I don't know why. I mean, I like talking to myself. Hold on. How about that? Okay. All right. Look, it's like this. You got Elon Musk came out last week. I said, hey, we need to chill. We need to have peace talks. We need to have a ceasefire. Trump even came out and said, hey, we need to have a ceasefire. Trump. Rand Paul. My homegirl, Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Say, hey, man, we need to chill. Or we all gonna die. Let me say that again. We are all going to burn up. There will not be life on this planet. And for the people who will survive, or that might survive, you got to worry about fallout. You can't grow nothing. Think about it. You can't grow nothing for, I'm hearing, between 5 years to almost 3 centuries. I don't know how that worked. I guess where the bomb detonates, you cannot grow nothing for 300 years. 300. And I think as far as the fallout is concerned, I think you got to wait 5 years so that it'll be depleted into the soil, I think. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a physicist or whatever, whatever you call them. I'm not that. I just read up on it. But who want to go through that? Now, the global elites, I'm sorry. Before I get to the global elites, we got to get back on Elon. Let me tell you what they did to Elon. And y'all going to really freak out. So, Elon, in case you didn't know, 6 months ago, Elon gave Ukraine, because Vladimir Putin kind of shut off their internet, shut off their satellites, so they was running blind. So 6 months ago, when all this popped off, Elon was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and send my satellites over there so y'all can have internet connection, you can have satellite connections, whatever you need. I'm gonna hook you up. I got you." All right. He did that 6 months ago, and I think he said it cost him, to this day, it costs about $80 million to have that up and running, to give them internet and satellite or whatever. But anyway, last week he came out and said, "Hey man, all right, we need to wind this down. Y'all need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to work something out. Peace deal, ceasefire. You need to talk to Vlad. You need to talk, well, both of them named Vlad. Yeah. Oh, you need to talk to Putin. All right. And you know what Vladimir Zelensky, Ziki, whatever, you know what he said? He said, "Screw you. Bump you. There will not be peace." The two ambassadors for Ukraine, they came out and blatantly said, "Screw you too. You sell out. We'll assassinate you. We'll kill you. They were just threatening Elon Musk. After what Elon Musk is doing over there for them, they said, "Screw you. We'll come over there and torture you," and this and this and that. He even came up with memes to put on social media of him getting tortured. You don't believe me? Look it up. Come on, you can't have me do everything for you. Look this up. Now, if I was Elon, you know what I would have did? I would have did what every black person want to do. What you say? You gonna do what now? Hold on. Say that again. You gonna do what? You gonna torture me? What? You say screw me? I would have been like, send them satellites back over here. Shut them off. I wouldn't argue with them. And then I would have emailed them back to Zelensky and those ambassadors. I would have emailed them what that girl face on it and said, "Catch me outside, partner. Catch me outside." Seriously, I would have did all that. I said, "Y'all on your own." Now, Sleepy Joe needs to say the same thing. You on your own. But Vladimir Ziki Zelensky, he's a madman. Can y'all see that? He's a freaking madman. No peace talks. He came out and said, we need to bomb. He didn't say bomb. Let me rephrase that to what he exactly said. He said, we need to nuke Russia. We need to have first strikes. Who says stuff like that? Who? That's a fucking madman. Y'all see that? He's crazy. I don't know what weed he's smoking or what crack pipe he using, but this ain't Afghanistan. This ain't Iraq. Okay? Russia got nukes. Very sophisticated nukes. And a big-ass submarine. In case y'all don't know about the Poseidon. Am I saying it right? Poseidon? Y'all need to Google the Russian Poseidon submarine. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. One nuke go off. It produces a massive, I forgot how many feet in the air, but it produces a massive tidal wave. A tsunami, that's what they call it. A tsunami. Now, a tsunami is way bigger than a tidal wave. So, tsunami. And it's just not a tsunami with fishes and sharks, you know, a little jellyfish in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, get that jellyfish off me. No, it ain't like that. It is a radioactive tsunami. So once it hits you, it gonna kill you. And wherever the water lands, it's radioactive for God knows how long. I think I said, what, 20 years? What, 3 years? Who knows? I don't want to play that game. Do you want to play that game? I don't want to play that game. I know you don't want to play that game. So why is your government playing that game with a foreign country, Ukraine, to piss off Russia? I mean, I don't get it. NATO need to shut the hell up. Okay? Matter of fact, I think we need to get out of NATO. We need to just cut our ties with NATO because NATO gonna get us screwed. Now the European people, the UK, they getting antsy. They gonna like, we don't want to have nothing to do with this. I mean, I understand, you know, NATO, y'all do your own thing. You know what? I tell you what, like this. If y'all want to go ahead and go to war, y'all fight it out, but don't hit my crib with that bullshit. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm cussing. I think my dad might watch this one day. We don't need it. Like I said, the Great Reset, Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, New World Order, they're all the same cabal, global elites. And they have this psychotic thinking process, thinking that if they kill half the people on this planet, it'll be a better world. They think just because they got underground tunnels connected from Delaware to Colorado to different places up on the ground, different states, they're gonna be safe. I mean, think about it. Yeah, they got everything. Like I told you in the last video, they got everything down there. Medical, food, water, even a shower. They got all that down there underground. But how long can you live up underground without you going crazy and be like, man, I really want me some sunlight. I want me some sunlight. I want me some vitamin D. I don't know. And plus, they got seed vaults. I told you they got seed vaults. I don't know if you've seen it, but I need y'all to YouTube seed vault in Iceland. Now, I heard about this maybe 8-9 years ago. I thought that was pretty cool. That's pretty neat. They got a seed vault just in case something happened. They got a seed vault of every vegetable, every plant, every fruit. They got a seed vault underground in Iceland. I thought that was pretty neat. But guess what? I put two and two together and went like, hold up. Hold up for a minute. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me, that's what I said, you mean to tell me that seed vault got something to do with them tunnels and them folk on hydroponic grow food underground while we all dead up here? Or we fighting with radiation poisoning or whatever. Think about it. These folks done thought about this shit, excuse me, cussing again. They done thought about this 50 to 100 years ago. So I'm just saying, man, I mean, I'm going to keep saying it. Walk away. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Sean Penn is. Sean Penn, he's an actor. Y'all remember that movie came out in the 80s called Fast Times at Richmond High? I used to love that movie. Matter of fact, my parents wouldn't let me see the movie. I had to wait about 5 more years before I was able to see it because my parents said that's an adult movie, and I'm like, how? It's about high school. I'm in middle school. What's who? My neighbor was like, you ain't finna watch that movie rated R. You know what I'm saying? But Sean Penn, I really liked him as an actor, but I don't know what the hell wrong with his ass now. Sean Penn, man, he just been pushing war. Everywhere he goes, he just push war, violence. He talking about we should nuke Russia too, just like Vladimir Zelensky. They must been smoking out the same pipe or something. I mean, they gotta. You know what? He still sound like he on drugs though. I mean, he on something. It ain't fentanyl, but he on something. I can tell, man. He on something. It ain't normal. And I don't understand why y'all keep putting him on these darn news, late night talking shows. The man is high when he talk, and he wants to talk political and talk about going to war and putting us in World War III, like he gonna survive. I don't get these people, man. We need to stop listening to these celebrities, man. We need to stop listening to these politicians that's even pushing for this war. I mean, we are in the war now, but how far is it going to go? I mean, Vladimir Putin already sent 300 troops aboard her. Now he's in Poland stacking up, getting ready with more troops. They finna go hard. Now, in case you don't remember, this was a police mission. What do you call it? A police. It'll come to me in a minute, but now it's going full tactical. It's going now. We gonna blow up buildings. We doing it all now because you pissed us off. And how did they piss off Vladimir Putin? Well, the gas pipeline, Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2. That was his moneymaker. Y'all blew it up. And then y'all had the audacity when you blew it up to turn around. This is some gangster stuff right here. Hey, turn around and open up another pipeline on the same day. The Baltic Pipeline, I think that's the name of it. Now they blame Putin for blowing up the Nord Stream. And then all the videos came out of saying if Vladimir Putin stay in Ukraine or do what he had to do in Ukraine, it was going to blow up the pipeline, United States and NATO. And guess what? They done shut the hell up about that. But it didn't stop. They turn around and try to blow up a bridge that connects Crimea to Russia, I think. Don't get me whatever. But they blew that up, last Sunday? Tried to. They tried to blame Russia for that. Russia was like, why would we blow up our own bridge, you dummy? Why would we blow up our own bridge? Now you're lying again. You see what I'm saying? Like I told you in the last video, man, we are the bad guys. Not us, but them, our government. For some reason, they some gangster shit. Yeah. And our media is sitting here lying to us. Yeah, lying to us. Lying to the world. And make it seem like Vladimir Putin is the bad man boogeyman. How many years were we the bad man boogeyman? Afghanistan, Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. Come to find out, we didn't have that, but they lied, say that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Come to find out, he didn't. I still remember the video when he kept saying he was speaking in his language. He was like, "I got nothing to do with this. Why y'all coming? Well, I have nothing to do. What? How do you blame me?" Too late. We got you, player. We're doing some very evil stuff, man. And the media will sit there and lie and act like this was a good thing when it wasn't. I'm still pissed off. I am still pissed off when I found out the truth about Muammar Gaddafi. They killed that man for nothing. Muammar Gaddafi. You know what? Muammar Gaddafi, in case you don't know who he is, that y'all be like, that name sound familiar, but I don't know who Muammar is. That guy out of Libya. Muammar Gaddafi. Now, you can say what you want to say about the man. Yes, he did some bad things back in the 70s, but he also came out and asked for forgiveness, did what he had to do, and tried to work with the West. Yes, he worked with the West, and he loves some Obama. Boy, did he love him some Obama. Okay? I mean, he became a changed man. Excuse me. He became a changed man. He tried to work with the West. He really wanted to make Africa great again. He wanted to use the gold as a dinar and try to uplift Africa and make the United States of Africa. When he said that, they came after him. Man, what is up with my eye? Must be one of those insect drones or something hit me in my eye or something. What's going on? But when he said that, they came after him, saying that he was abusing women or something and all this, sodomizing women. I'm like, how do you sodomize 1,000 women? I mean, man, that ain't Viagra. There, what is that? I mean, they just totally lied. I mean, I watched a documentary on him before all this popped off, how he was trying to make Libya great again, make Africa great, and his security detail were all females. Now, why he do that, I don't know, but he had an all security detail of females, and he wouldn't stay in his castle. He stayed in a tent. Ain't that something? He stayed at a tent because he felt like he should be, I don't know. He just changed. And like I tell my friends, about certain people, they say about Trump, hell, me, I'm a changed man. I used to be a beast back in the day. Now I've changed now. I was just pro-choice. Give you an example. I'm pro-life now. Pro-life, but anyway, it's not about me. But what I'm saying is, people change. I told a friend of mine not too long ago, he was like, man, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump is bad. I was like, yeah, maybe he did all that 30 years ago. But people change, man. Because when I say it because of me. I know how I was. I was crazy. I was wild. And I've changed. So what makes you think that this person can't change? Herschel Walker. Rumors coming out about Herschel Walker. He's running for the Senate here in Georgia. Him and Raphael Warnocky. They going at it. And it came out on the news about, he had an abortion. His girlfriend or whatever had an abortion. Oh, he killed the baby. And I started thinking that, how long was this ago? How long? Well, it's about 10, 12 years ago. Okay. All right. So I'm confused a little bit. And my buddy was like, what do you mean? Why would you vote for Herschel Walker? I said, well, I guess you're going to vote for Warnock. You knew it. So if you vote for Warnock, who signed and voted to send more money to Ukraine and more weapons to Ukraine, you think that's right? Well, the Ukrainian people, they need it. So you don't think we need that money here? We can get the money. Just be quiet. Just shh. Don't say that. Don't say that. Just, I see where this is going. But one thing I can say, so you pro-choice and you all about Roe versus Wade. But when this man here, Herschel Walker, his girl or girlfriend has an abortion, y'all don't say abortion. You killed your baby. That's murder. You murdered your baby. I'm like, well, damn. Well, that's everybody who goes to have an abortion. You basically killing your baby. That's murder. So, I mean, that applies to you too. Duh, y'all should be happy. Y'all pro-choice or whatever the hell y'all call it, LGBT, all y'all so down for it, then y'all should be cool about what this man did. I'm not cool with it, but that's his personal life. That got nothing to do of what he can do for the United States, what he can do for your country, and what he can do for your state. And another thing, I want to say this before I forget. Shout out to Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, I am so proud of you. Sorry about that. Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat out of Hawaii. The Democrat out of Hawaii, the only sane person on the side of the Democratic Party. Tulsi. Gabbard. Tulsi. Let me get out of it. Tulsi Gabbard, I'm proud of her. Shout out to her. I'm not going to tell you what happened. I'm going to let you hear it for yourself. Tulsi went ham. Y'all check this out right here. This is it right here.
Remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans, who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war. Now, I believe in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite. Now, I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in leaving the Democratic Party. If you can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country, then I invite you to join me.
So you've got the Blexit, you got the Lexit, you got the walkaway movement, you got the gays against groomers, you got Tulsi Gabbard. How Democrats win any elections is beyond me, except we know how. Rigged elections. Now, people are afraid that Tulsi has controlled opposition because she's on the World Economic Forum Young Leaders list. And I want to take calls on your opinions, 877-789-2539. But I mean, of course.
Back to me. That was Owen Schroer. Shout out to Owen. I had to clip that part out his video because I couldn't find it nowhere else. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to Tulsi, man. And she's right. I don't know what's going on with the Democratic Party. I'm not saying put all your eggs, in a basket with the Republicans. But it's not really the Republicans. It's basically the Rhino Republicans, the guys that have been there 20, 30 years. I'm surprised Nancy Pelosi ain't a Republican, man. She been in that thing ever since the 70s, if you ask me. I mean, she must got a life extension, man. That lady, she damn near 80-something years old. Ain't it time to retire? You made enough money. Go on somewhere. But, I could say more. I'm not. I say something for the weekend. Understand something here. Russia is not your problem. The New World Order, the global elites, the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab is your problem. They want to take down the United States so bad. They want to take down America. And if you think that we should be taken down, like, yeah, man, the white supremacy, man, the white supremacy is taken down, and come on, man, there you go. If that was the case, then why is all them folks coming over the border, busting their ass, traveling 3,000 miles on foot, risking everything to come over here in the United States then? Answer that for me. You got your Mexicans, your Guatemalans, your Hondurans, your Cubanos, even Haitians, Dominicans. There's a dude from Sri Lanka that came over the border. Sri Lankans, Africans. I mean, if that was the case, then why are you still stuck on white supremacy? And ain't that is January 6th. I mean, they coming over here. I don't agree with them coming over here, but I can understand why. Because Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, shut down their countries, especially during the, you know what, the invisible enemy. I can't say it because of the algorithms. If I say what I want to say, they're going to sit there and give me, you know what, a strike. So I can't say what I want, but, in an old, that's all I'm going to do. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that, invisible enemy. You know what I'm talking about. And, man, there's a lot of information coming out on that. Man, all around the world, folks are sitting going like, hold up, governments. But I'm not going to get into it. I might do another channel to talk about it so that I only got 2 times to talk about it. But, man, people are waking up and they're coming after all those big pharmaceutical companies that lied to you. Yeah, they lied to you. Ooh, I wish I could tell you. I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. Not yet. I got to figure out how to weave and wive past those damn algorithms. You know what I'm talking about? But look, I really want to talk more and say more, but maybe this weekend I get back with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you. Got my notes here. Without God, nations fall. Do you understand me when I say that? You do understand that, right? Without God, nations fall. And while you're at it, matter of fact, get you something good to read. The Great Reset. Can y'all see that? Man, what is up with this darn? What is up? The Great Reset. I need to get that book. The Great Reset. It's a good book. I'm almost finished with it. But y'all need to get it. And hell, read it. But maybe this Saturday I come back at you. Give y'all some people to do some research on, you know what I'm talking about? As far as your politicians and congressmen, so y'all don't screw up and vote these global elites back in or whatever. But y'all need to do some research on Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi, how they did him. They did him wrong. They did him wrong. I mean, Muammar Gaddafi, man, they loved him over there. And they wound up knocking him off. So, get on your knees and pray tonight. Get in on your knees tonight and ask God to intervene, give us a reprieve, and get Satan off our backs. All right? Call your politicians tomorrow. Call your congressmen. I mean, you got to do it. call the White House. We got to try to stir this thing away from war. You understand? Peace talks. Work for peace. What did Gil Scott Heron say? We got to work for peace. Shout out to Gil. Well, rest in peace to Gil Scott Heron. Not Jill, Gil. Gil Scott Heron. Work for peace. Well, guys, I'm out. But before I be out, I just want to say thank you for coming out, checking out my little video. I mean, what would I do without you guys there, you know? I love you guys, you know? And thanks for coming out to the Gorilla Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else I'm looking up here. I'm trying to find something. You know, like and subscribe to the channel. Whatever you gotta do. I'm just a free-spoken guy, you know what I mean? Don't have all the technical stuff. I just want to come tell you the news, tell you the business, especially my brothers and sisters in the hood. You know what I mean? And if you like, cash at me so I can go to the library or Army Navy store so I can buy some more air filters. Okay, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm out, guys. Y'all take it easy. Peace out. Love you guys.